Hello, my lovely wolf pack, and welcome back to the Lone Wolf Show, brought to you by Wolfpack Media, the most entertaining place on YouTube for your news and commentary. I'm your host, Justin Huseman, founder and news contributor. We have a great show today, and I cannot wait to get started. But before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with all your friends and everyone you know, and join the pack today. We really appreciate it. All right, so real quick, guys, I just want to remind you that Wolfpack Media is now taking donations. As you guys might know or might not know, that we are not monetized on any of the platforms yet, so we are making $0.00 on all of these videos and content that we are putting out. So if you do want to show your support and help out the channel, you can Cash App us here, $ Wolfpack Media, and that would be really greatly appreciated. And also, if you do donate $10 or more, your name will be entered into a raffle to win this Wolfpack. Oh, I almost dropped it. This Wolfpack plushie. This is our mascot, Wolfie the Wolfpack Wolf. So yeah, if you want a chance to win that guy, you have to donate $10 or more. And yeah, so donate today, and we really appreciate any support we can get. And also, I gotta remind you guys that our 100th subscriber here on YouTube will be receiving a Wolfpack merch box. So make sure you hit that subscribe button today. You could be the 100th subscriber that wins the merch box. It's still on the table. A year later, we've been trying to get rid of that damn merch box for a year now. So yeah, smash the subscribe button. We appreciate it. So also, since we've been blowing up so much on X, and we've been getting so many followers, and we really appreciate it. We love you guys over on X. You guys are the real ones. So we're gonna go ahead and give a few shout outs. We've been doing that every couple of episodes here. Not every episode, but you know, I try to, especially since we've been getting so many, it's hard to keep up. But we try. So we'll go ahead and give a few shout outs. If we don't get to you, I apologize. There's too many of you to give a shout out to everybody. So I do apologize, but I still appreciate you, even if you don't get a shout out. So we'll do our first shout out, friend of the show, Rage Bard at Bard_Rage64080. We really appreciate you, and I can't wait to hear from you tonight in the call-in show. Okay, let's see here. Who else do we got? Here we go. Here's somebody that replies. Yeah, if you reply to our posts, you're probably more likely to get a shout out. So definitely leave likes and comments. I really like that. Plus, I do comment back, or I try to comment back to everybody as much as I possibly can. Anyway, here's another shout out. Shout out to Thinker at BB Sunshine on X. Thank you, Thinker, for joining the pack. We really appreciate the support. I hope you have fun here. We try. I try. I know things can get pretty serious and dark around here. It might make you think. Anyway, we got Liberty Nation at Lib Nation USA. Thank you for joining the pack, Liberty Nation. We really appreciate it. Let's try and find some people that are reply guys. Let's see here. We got VR at Real Deal CPA. Thank you, VR, for joining the pack. We really appreciate your support. We got Alpha Warrior at X Alpha Warrior X. Thank you for joining us, Alpha Warrior. I remember you were on one of the spaces that I was on a couple days ago. So I really appreciate your support. Thank you for the follow. Hopefully I get a chance to talk to you in the next in a space again. Scrolly. I should be looking in my notifications here. We got Marlon at Average John 911. Thank you, Marlon. Love the fishy picture you got going on. Things are getting fishy. Thanks for joining the pack. We really appreciate your support, Marlon. We got Christina at Christina Fitzy. Thank you, Christina, for joining the pack. We appreciate your support. We always could use some moral support around these here parts. Let's see here. Gray, he's another one that I got to have a conversation with on an X space. Same X space, I believe. Thank you, Gray, at Gray_beard_20. Thank you, Gray, and I really appreciated our conversation the other day on Spaces. And thanks for joining the Wolf Pack. We really appreciate it. There's a couple of people I forgot to follow back. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm doing it right now. I didn't realize there's a couple people on here that I didn't follow back. If you do follow us on X, we try to follow everybody back. As long we do kind of vet you, because I got to make sure that you're a real person and whatnot and not a bot. Oh, I want to give a very special shout out to Carmen Patriot Love at Carmen L_V2. Thank you so much, Carmen. Thank you for letting me speak on your space. I really appreciated that. That was my first time speaking on a space. Usually I'm just a listener, but she let me in to speak, and it was a really good time. So thank you so much, Carmen. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the support, and welcome to the pack. Let's see here. We got a wolf. Gotta read the wolf guys. We're wolves together. Blind Wolf at Blind Wolf OG. Thank you so much, Blind Wolf. And welcome as a fellow wolf to the Wolf Pack. We really appreciate your support. All right, let's see here. We're kind of running time up here, so we'll do one more here. Gosh, I'm trying to find somebody that replies. Here's a good one. I just talked to him this morning through the comments. Kit at Kit Omega. Thanks you, Kit, for joining the pack. We really appreciate your support. Welcome one, welcome all. All right, that's all we can get to today. Like I said, if we didn't get to you, I'm sorry. I apologize. But we get to as many as we can for the time that we have. I wish there was a way to shout out every single person, but we're up to 1,200 followers now, and I'm just like, whoa! Like, my mind is blowing. But that's why you guys, especially on X, are getting special shout outs, because we have more followers on X than on any other platform. It's really amazing. I'm really digging the community that everybody's built over the years on X. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm starting to be a part of it. It's really amazing. I really encourage anybody that doesn't have X or isn't on X, get on it, man. It is so much more. It's so much cooler of an experience. So shout out to Elon Musk, man, for buying Twitter, because man, it's so much cooler of a social media experience than any other platform I've ever been on. The people are a lot nicer too. You got your weirdo rage baity fucking liberals, but the community, the bigger community on X is just so great. You guys are so cool, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the news here. I'm trying to bring up all my crap. Oh, I need to prepare for you guys better. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. We got the news today. Well, my friends, it finally happened. It finally happened, guys. I'm so excited. Late Thursday night in Los Angeles, former CNN anchor Don Lemon was arrested by federal agents after he appears to have coordinated with a left-wing activist group that stormed a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Multiple people, including Lemon, are facing charges related to the FACE Act. He claimed to have been there simply to document the event, but he appeared to have knowledge of what was going to happen. as he was seen giving out coffee and donuts to the agitators that participated in the attack. Dude, I am so fucking here for this. Let the women get squeezed. I am fucking ready, dude. He is like, yeah, dude, throw the book at him, dude. I'm so tired of this shit with, because I'm hearing a lot on the right, and I understand where people are coming from, where it's like, they're like, it's a slippery slope, but I'm tired. I'm fucking done. I'm done with the slippery slope shit. This is retard shit, man. No, fuck this slippery slope shit, because if the Democrats come into power again, it's fucking over, man. It's fucking over. They're gonna do what they're gonna do anyway. It doesn't matter. Dude, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm tired of the sophistry. Like, well, we don't want to fucking go too hard because then they could do it to us. I don't fucking care. They're gonna do it to us anyway. Dude, everybody, like, it's gonna happen anyway. They arrested the former president, the front runner of the presidential election. Like, dude, it's going to happen anyway. These people have already shown us that they will go as far as they need to go. When they are in power, they will use it. They will use that power. They will use the hard-fisted, big fucking boot of power to fucking to meet their ends. You know, and I'm so sick of people on the right going, well, maybe we should turn the tone down a little bit. No, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that, and fuck that some more. I'm done. I'm done. Everybody's already picked a side, dude. Fucking, if you're still like sitting there and you're like on the fence on who you're gonna vote for in the midterms, like, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not seeing it. And I know the internet's a little bit different than real life, because I know there is, and I understand nuance, man. I really do. I really do understand the nuance of how people are thinking, dude, but I'm honestly just not seeing it. There's either this deep bifurcation of what's happening with this presidency and this administration. It's basically, you got on the left, fucking orange man bad, no matter what. Donald Trump could cure cancer, and y'all would still be like, well, he's still... And then on the other side, you got, I mean, I am a Trump supporter, and I don't want to come at people that like this, but you also got people on the right, they're the same way, that it doesn't matter. Trump could, like, I don't know, I'm trying to make an analogy on the other side, but, you know, the people that kind of kiss his ass, you know, like, Trump could do no wrong, and they kiss his ass, no matter what he does, it's good all the time, always, and... yeah, so you're either on that side or that side. Like, there's the middle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. This country is bifurcating into a deep split through the middle, and I think just being soft, like, let's just do it. Let's just fucking do it, dude. Like, the whole thing in Minnesota, not fucking invoking the Insurrection Act, that's going to be a mistake. It's going to be a mistake. Mark my words. So, but I do like this. I do like that they're arresting Don Lemon. I hope they throw the book at him, because we need to make it an example of these people, because everybody's bitching and going, well, you know, well, then they're going to arrest, when they get back into power, they're going to arrest Republican reporters. And I'm like, motherfucker, where have you been for the past 5 years? They already did that. Do you know how many fucking people how many reporters were arrested for the J6 shit? It's already been done. We're already fucking there. So we might as well use the power while we have it. Because if we don't, it could end up way worse, man. Like, our enemies are already, they're willing to use any mechanism or any little tiny bit of power that they do have in any way possible to meet or justify any means that they're trying to achieve. And I don't know why Republicans are so squishy. Like, why are we so squishy, man? I want us to be hard AF, man. Fuck this shit. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead here. I did want to, because he has been released already. On no bond, I believe. He wasn't given a bail or a bond. I guess, I mean, to be fair, he's never been arrested before. So I'm not going to bitch too much about that. I kind of figured when he got arrested that he'd be released right away. But he was released. I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning. I'm not really sure. It's not saying here. But let's go ahead and look at. I got a short clip here from Fox News um, where he makes a statement outside the federal building or wherever the hell they released him from. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court.
Boo! Boo! I will not be silenced. What a fucking fag, dude. I don't even care. This fucking guy. Like, cry some more, my dude. I will not be silenced. So I like what he says here. They arrested me in the middle of the night for something I've been doing for 30 years. Oh, really? Is invading a place of worship something you've been doing for over 30 years? Like, just fucking saying. But I really want to point out the fact that because people just are not getting this because their First Amendment this and freedom of the press that and boo. Like, I'm sorry to have to like explain this to libtards out there, but your First Amendment right does not give you the right to trample over other people's First Amendment right. You see what I'm saying? I know you guys do, but I'm talking to the liberals that might be out there watching. Probably none, but we'll see. But for real, your right to freedom of the press and whatnot. If your freedom of the press is then stomping on other people's First Amendment rights, their freedom to religion and to worship and peace, if your quote unquote right is stomping on somebody else's quote unquote right, then you don't have a right to do that. You don't have the right to use your First Amendment to trample all over somebody else's First Amendment. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not the way that's not the way the Constitution's written, dude. If one of the other amendments were to interfere with any of the other amendments, then that amendment would be kind of null and void. I think I'm explaining that right. I don't know. I sometimes I think I sound like a retard whenever I'm trying to explain complicated things. I mean, I don't, in my mind, it doesn't really seem that complicated, but I'm seeing a lot of the comments online from retards that it's that they seem to think this is some complicated concept that, like, yeah, dude, if you're exercising your right, but your right stop somebody else from exercising their rights, then that kind of makes it go, it kind of your whole situation there. And just saying, I really wanted to kind of lay that out. Your First Amendment rights does not include trampling on somebody else's First Amendment right. So real simple to me, I think. Like, I mean, I may be too retarded to explain it correctly. I have to refer to somebody. You might have to refer to somebody smarter than me that is a constitutional lawyer or something. but they'd be able to explain it to you very well. But to me, in my mind, I'm like, that's a really simple concept. I can't use my First Amendment right as an excuse to fuck with somebody else's First Amendment right. You know? Because then you don't have a right. You can't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I know what I'm trying to say. It sounded right in my head. But anyway, I also want to kind of take a look because he's like, I didn't do anything wrong and burr. I do want to take a look at this other video real quick that kind of like points to him like he's actively assisting these people. I don't know. What does it say? It says Don Lemon, like, he admitted that he turned the camera off while St. Paul Church attack planners gave critical information to their riders. Even more proof, that Don Lemon was not documenting, he was actively assisting them. No shit. Yeah, so let's go ahead and watch this video really quick, just to kind of show you guys like what I think is pretty solid evidence here.
So they're getting the operation together again. This is an operation that is secret, that they invited folks out. Can't tell you what is going to happen, but you're going to watch it live unfold here on the Don Lemon Show. There are for this reason it may look like MAGA coded, but there's a reason they have so many white people here. I'm just going to be honest. It's because of the operation that they're doing today. It's important to have allies, as they said, white allies here. So that is what I could say. I turned our camera off of them because they're giving some critical information here. But there we go. Everybody's
boom, right there. Right there, he just admits it. He admits it, dude. Like, he wasn't there just to, I love how the cognitive dissonance here. I love how he's like, I was simply trying to document it. No, dude, you were part of it, bro. You were participating. You weren't just documenting it. He just admitted, like, I shut off the cameras here because we had critical information. Like, I don't know, man. After looking at some of that, like, especially that video really stuck out to me. That I was like, there's another video. I'm not really. I don't have the time to show it right now. But there's a video of him, like, handing out, like, coffee and donuts and shit too. But I thought this video really specifically stuck out to me because I was like, wait a minute. He's like, that's an admission of guilt, I think, right there. But I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a dumb construction worker that spends his free time bitching on the internet. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, because I don't know. It seems pretty obvious, admittance of guilt to me right there. But anyway, I did want to take a look quick to I gotta find the article. I got an article for you guys, because now we can get into the nitty-gritty of what he's being charged with, or at least what we know so far, because obviously there's not going to be too much information until he actually starts going to his court dates and stuff, but this is what we got so far. I'll bring this up. My phone is slow. See, this is why we need you guys to donate. All our equipment here is junk. Cheap junk. Sorry, guys. Be patient. It's loading. Here we go. We got this. From the Post Millennial. Don Lemon charged with 2 felonies in unsealed indictment. So we got the indictment. The federal indictment against journalist Don Ronaldo Lemon. What a weird name. And his name's short for Donald. So Donald Ronaldo Lemon. What a fucking, wow, that's a mouthful. What a fucking weird name, bro. Sorry, guys. They had his middle name in there in the article for some reason. Anyway, the federal indictment against journalist Don Lemon has been unsealed, showing that the former CNN anchor has been charged with 2 felonies. Those are conspiracy against right of religious freedom at a place of worship, and injure, intimidate, and interfere with exercise of right of religious freedom at a place of worship. Wow, that's a lot to say for a charge. These charges stem from the storming of the city's church in St. Paul on Sunday, January 18th. The Department of Justice had said that he may be liable for FACE Act violations. It lists as prohibited activities, anyone who by force or threat or by physical obstruction intentionally injures, intimidates, or interferes with or attempts to injure, intimidate, or interfere with any person lawfully exercising or seeking to exercise the First Amendment right of religious freedom at a place of religious worship. The FACE Act prevents the same behavior for reproductive health services, which I don't really agree with, but that is neither here nor there. The document reads, Overt Act number 20, Defendant Lemon told his live stream audience about congregants leaving the church and about a young man who Lemon could see was frightened, scared, and crying, and Lemon observed that the congregants' reactions were understandable because the experience was traumatic and uncomfortable, which he said was the purpose. These people were purposely, which to me that kind of fits into the definition of terrorism, in my opinion. If your purpose is to intimidate, to scare people into compliance, into what? I don't even know what the purpose was. Because if you think storming into a church and like yelling at a bunch of churchgoers, I'll tell you, as a conservative Christian that's been in a church before, you ain't getting nobody. You're not doing anything but scaring kids and women. The men, you're just gonna sit there and piss them off. You're gonna make us like literally watching. I did a video on the whole situation, so you guys probably know a little bit of how I feel. But how it made me feel is literally like you made me more extremist. Now, like when people ask me what fucking radicalized you, it's like shit like that. You start fucking attacking our churches, dude. Like you're doing nothing but making me more radical than I already was. You don't fucking attack churches. That is a line, dude. Because think about it, guys. Fucking what if me, Justin, went over with I gathered together the Wolf Pack, everybody, the whole team here at Wolf Pack Media, and we went to like a mosque. We went to a mosque, our Jewish synagogue, and started like screaming, and we went there knowing like we were part of the fucking, like we were documenting it, but we were part of the fucking agitation. Like what then? What if a bunch of fucking like white people went to a mosque? A bunch of Christians went to a mosque and started like screaming at him about how you better come to Jesus, otherwise fuck you, like screaming at little kids in the mosque and shit, like you're a brown supremacist or whatever. I don't know what the fuck these people were doing. I know that they were screaming at people that you're a bunch of white supremacists. I'm like, these people are just sitting in church. Like, what the fuck? That's why I'm like the only purpose of this thing was to try to intimidate and terrorize. Bro, there was no other reason. You wanted these people to not feel safe in their houses of worship, and that is completely fucking unacceptable. And you know, like I said, any other circumstance, at any other kind of, like, why is it always the fucking Christians that you fucking people think that you can fucking get, what? You think because we're nice and because Jesus tell us to be kind and humble, that you think that makes us right for the fucking picking, dude? I tell you what, dude, some of the craziest motherfuckers I know are followers of Jesus, dude. So good luck with that, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting all fucking worked up here. I'm getting all worked up. I'm sorry. This is a line, dude. This is a line for me. This is a line that should never, ever, ever be crossed. And I don't even... Yeah, it is really personal to me because I'm a Christian, but I don't care if it's a Muslim mosque. I don't care if it's a Jewish synagogue. Like, we don't fucking do this. We don't do that. That's a line. And now, I think a lot of lines have been crossed for the past, like, month or so in Minnesota. I think there's been, like, a lot of fucking lines that have been crossed, but that is a huge one. Like it's just reporting the news for me, but then this story specifically, this one was more than reporting the news to me, because that shit, like, it does get scary. It does get scary a little bit, man. Like, because if you look throughout human history and the history of Christianity, dude, like when people start showing up to Christian churches and trying to fuck with people, that's a sign that a country or a nation or an empire is not doing so good, bro. When you attack the Christians, you're not the fucking good guy, dude. I'm telling you, if you ever spent more than like 5 minutes with like a really, really devout Christian person, they're like the kindest, like, this blows my mind that there is so much. I mean, I guess the Bible does talk about it, but the fact that it's still just, when I see it in real time, in real life, well, I I guess it did happen in real life, but I mean, seeing it with your own eyes in this time in the year 2026, seeing people so vehemently attack Christianity, I'm sorry, you're not the good guy. If you're attacking Christians, you're not the fucking good guy. You're fucking brainwashed. You yourself need Jesus, dude. It just makes me so mad. Anyway, I'll try to read the rest of this without flipping out before I let you guys go. Da da da. As the operation, I forget where I was. I don't know where I was. Defendant Lemon acknowledged the nature of it. Yeah. Da da da. As the operation continued, Defendant Lemon acknowledged the nature of it by expressing surprise that the police hadn't arrived yet at the church. I know, right? And admitted knowing that the whole point of the operation is to disrupt. While the takeover operation was underway, Defendant Lemon asked Defendant Armstrong, whoever that is, who is the person that we should talk to? Is there a pastor or something? And she pointed toward the front of the church and noted the pastor might have run away. While talking with the pastor, Defendant Lemon, it's so weird to say. His last name is just stupid to say. Defendant Lemon. It makes me think of that character from Adventure Time, Lemonhead. Or the Duke of Lemon, or whatever the hell. Defendant Lemon stood so close to the pastor that Lemon caused the pastor's right hand to graze Lemon, who then admonished the pastor, "Please don't push me." Yeah, I remember that. And I'm just like, dude, you're like right the fuck in his face. As a reporter, dude, like, yeah, I would probably knock you the fuck out if you got that. Like, if you guys seen the video, go check out my video on it. But if you've seen the video, like, he's like this fucking close to dude's face, like, hello, would you mind commenting? Like, dude, like, you're right the fuck in his face, bro. Like, I'd knock you the fuck out. I don't like when people get that close to me, man. Especially my face. Like, you're that close to my face. I'll at least give you a good little bitch slap in the face. But I guess he's a pastor of a church. Can't be smacking reporters in the face. Let's hear. Although the pastor told Defendant Lemon and the others to leave the church, Defendant Lemon and the other defendants ignored the pastor's request and did not immediately leave the church. Lemon was embedded with a group of agitators and St. Paul on January 18th who stormed the church, harassing and yelling at parishioners. The group was gearing up for the resistance and protest. Like, at a church. Like, what fucking resistance do you think you're part of? If you're going to just fuck with a bunch of, like, innocent people that have nothing to do with it at a church. Fuck you people, man. Fuck these people. Fuck these people. I hope you get what you fucking deserve, man. I hope they throw the book at you. I hope that you have to fucking years in prison for this. These people have to be made a fucking example of, dude. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. You wouldn't, like, you fucking idiots wouldn't accept it if it was a mosque or a Jewish synagogue or something. You wouldn't accept it then. But for some reason, it's like Christians are just open fucking game, man. It fucking pisses me off. It pisses me off. I ain't here for that shit. Throw the book at them. Give them what they fucking deserve, man. Years and years and years in prison. As many as possible. Like the maximum fucking that you can give them for this, dude. Because this is not... It's not fucking acceptable, dude. When I see like good Christian like 70-year-old ladies getting arrested for praying at an abortion clinic, but yeah, this is acceptable. Oh, praying at an abortion clinic, fucking lock them up and throw away the key. But oh, bust up in like a bunch of rioters busting into a church and screaming at women and little children, that's okay. Fuck these fucking people, man. These evil, evil sons of bitches. Fuck you. Lemon stood in the parking lot outside the church and spoke to agitators, including William Kelly, who was also arrested. Good. Fuck that guy, too. Once those agitators disrupted church activities, he went into the church and demanded that the church's pastor speak to him. Despite that pastor asking him to leave, he also spoke to others in the church, none of whom wanted to be interviewed, and all of whom believed their church service was violated. No fucking shit. No, I don't want to fucking be interviewed while a bunch of fucking rioters are trying to mob my church. No, I want to get my kids and get the fuck out of here. No, I don't want to fucking talk to you, you fucking idiot. Fucking stupid. The fucking mental retardation. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking heated. This fucking whole story fucking gets me fucking like... like, we're gonna fucking form a militia now, boys. Like, fuck this. Fucking tired of that. No, I do not accept it. Arrest him, lock him up, throw away the fucking key. He appeared to have coordinated with those activists, even kissing the head of organizer Armstrong. Fucking weirdo. Fucking weird people. In the parking lot, he filmed them chanting, "ICE out of Minnesota." Imagine how stupid you gotta be to be at a church yelling, "ICE out of Minnesota." What the fuck does the church have to do with that? Stupid. Dumb. You fucking people can't even protest right. Let's see. The DOJ was not at first able to charge Lemon as 3 judges declined to sign the warrant. The DOJ then convened a grand jury which issued an indictment. Good. I am really glad that that's it for that. I'm really glad that they were able to... That's what I was wondering. I was like, they have to eventually... I knew that no judge was willing to sign off on it, so I was glad to hear that they were able to get a grand jury indictment. That makes the process a lot easier. Yeah, because any fucking jury that's gonna look at this is gonna know. Yeah, you might be able to get away with some activist judges, but any fucking jury of like average people that's worth their salt, they don't like this. No, people don't fucking like this. And it doesn't matter if you're left, right, or the otherwise. Nobody wants to see churches being attacked. That's completely and utterly unacceptable. But we're gonna go ahead and leave it there for you guys. I know I got pretty heated and kind of distracted and went on rants, but make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel at Wolfpack Media 92. You can follow us on X and Facebook and all that lovely stuff. We will be back later tonight for our call-in segment, so make sure you guys tune into that. You can call in by we sent out a notification for the X spaces, so if you have you can only really call in if you have an X account, unfortunately. So if you have an X account, if you're make sure you follow us on X and all that, and you can get in on the call-in X space if you go to our account. It'll be starting, the call-in will be starting, well, we'll start the show too at around 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and we will see you all there. Peace.